today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are. Off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Goff. Now a short one to Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 50, it's Goff. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Goff. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. David Onyemata never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10.
To throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. That is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Left side, Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the slant, he's got Davis. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Matt Gay on now for the Colts field goal. And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw here. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Mayer there to bring it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. To the left side, there's Mayer. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read,
and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out,
and
get it back to our guys
right
in the booth.
Where he would have been
Brandon
had he gone down
and
to
Charles
a knee,
Davis.
maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant, and he finds Mayer. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This is caught by Tucker.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll look to throw again.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson.
It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit.
Side's happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead.
Running the ball, 3 tight ends are out there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And the Raiders have got him.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Some more quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and 19.
Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Goff. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is, and in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Goff. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Goff's throw taken in by Palmer. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. That's caught by Palmer. Here comes 2nd down.
Now Goff.
That complete to Downs. Still plenty of time and the 2 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Goff's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and 10.
Goff. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Goff now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
Here's 1st down.
Now it's Goff.
Open man is Palmer.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Pushing his way through. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Colts, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from Lumen Field,
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Richardson to the air on first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Richardson.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll set up a throw.
That one's taken in by Spears.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right back to Spears.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Richardson. He'll find Metcalf.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Here Richardson yet again.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kyle Pitts.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a signal and a timeout called as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll get this down to the 38. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. The Spears with another carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by a Okonkwo.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Drew Sanders able to record his 5th sack of the season. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Off play action, Richardson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Running left is Walker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Richardson back to throw it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Back to Walker on first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this
2nd down. And Walker once more.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Walker.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Walker once more. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. Myers' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
From
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Titans now just about ready to take over.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the Titans down by 2 touchdowns, 2:07 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll come up now on second down.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Ready, set.
They'll set up to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw here. On the screen, this is Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Herbert now on the option.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Herbert powering up the middle.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, but we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Baron Browning
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Fields. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. To throw is Fields. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were 3-point winners a week ago. They lead by 3 here as well as they start 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
3rd and 20. He'll look to throw.
And Diggs has it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fields throw complete here to Komet.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On first down, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Herbert once more.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Read option. Here's Herbert.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
2nd down and 4. Hand off running left, Foreman.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
Oh, what a move.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Fields.
And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Back to throw. Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through,
and that will tie us at 3-3.
So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, we can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Austin Eckler. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action, Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. A shotgun snap, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Bears! Khalil Herbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, they'll throw.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In motion goes Patrick. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears
trailing 17-10, a minute 36 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
All eyes on Fields. Able to find Kmet.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain.
There he goes, right side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Dulcich. Here comes 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he goes out right around the 39. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck,
today from Raymond.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for White a week ago:
11 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where it really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be Falcon football.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Now back to throw.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They go play action here on first down.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's White. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Remember, their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, is to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance. Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And complete to Drake London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it.
There he goes left side. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Completing along the sideline, it's Godwin.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second and 5. Complete. Smith has it.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for London on the out route complete. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1. You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead here with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
On the draw, here's White.
Here it is. 4th and inches.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He's back to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. One final shot, they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now Shudak for the extra point.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Shudak for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
They'll set up to throw.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
Throw out wide, and he's got Chris Godwin.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 18 carries, 74 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
On second down, McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence, work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Lawrence. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bills at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down. You look at this Patriots defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stop.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
On play action, Lawrence completes to Shakir once again.
Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Looking to throw. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Douglas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. But a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Meanwhile, this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, Lawrence has his man. It's Shakir.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now Lawrence on first down. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Back to Stevenson on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 9. They run once more with Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
The Patriots send out their punter.
as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And the Bills getting set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Lawrence. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant to Shakir.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
31 yards.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 17-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays.
So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They'll look to throw here.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Douglas complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point in the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Down the left sideline.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans
today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And not much. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Stiff-armed him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Slot man moves right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
To throw is Murray.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Here's Murray.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2.
2nd and 6.
As they've got it as we resume action. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Murray now.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 7.
Yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
The Texans at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He spins free. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Shotgun now from Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Murray now to throw. He's got the connection to Moore.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Murray got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, to call it a defensive battle would be an understatement. 0-0 is our score. We'll be looking for something in that second half as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
A throw over the middle, taken in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Pierce now up the middle. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
He'll go on the ground. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So these two teams will take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium as we're through 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the NFL, 1943, Giants and Lions. So here we are in the 4th quarter, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, I've got a feeling, partner. I've got a feeling that this is going to be the drive. In fact, something big might happen defensively.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. On 2nd down, here's the option. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Now 2nd and 3. Hand off left side, Pierce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now back to throw.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And he's brought down. Two minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Here's 1st and 10.
They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's 1st down. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's 1st and goal. Pierce is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
They'll try to run with Pierce.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with time running out. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Murray. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.